What's going on, guys? So those of you who know me know that I love blueberries, and currently we are live from the blueberry patch. And I'm very excited. Look at all these bad boys right here. I've been waiting for this moment for years. I'm always out in the woods. I'm always looking, excuse me. I'm always out in the woods, and I'm always looking for blueberries. Every time I go hiking, that's a blueberry bush. This is a blueberry bush. If you see my Instagram, Barefoot Appalachia, I'm always talking about blueberries. Very rarely this is the first time I've ever been sitting in the middle of a blueberry patch. Check this out. As far as you can see, well, that's grass over there. As far as you can see that direction, blueberries. Sun's going down. I was gonna put it this way, but it's kind of bright. Anyhow, it's been wild. I don't have to move my butt. I can sit here for probably an hour straight, and I will not be out of blueberries to eat. It's incredible. I really can't believe it. And this is mostly because I've spent so much time looking for blueberries, talking about blueberries. I almost made my license plate blueberry. I'm a blueberry type of guy. If I were to ever to get a tattoo, it'd probably be up a blueberry. I can't really think of anything else that I would tattoo on myself. And I haven't done a whole lot of long videos. I posted one yesterday. First one in a year maybe. So if you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're old, well, I hope you live long. Anyways, I know that's a dumb joke. But where I'm sitting right now is a piece of forest that used to be closed canopy. And there wasn't really any light hitting the ground. It was pretty much just leaves. There was probably some of these blueberry bushes that were pretty much just like laying dormant. I was in an area 2 days ago where there was tons of blueberry bushes. So people will say, I will say blueberries don't grow in closed canopy forest, and people will say, yes, they do. The bushes grow, but these I don't want to spill them. But the berries don't grow unless they have enough water, sometimes fire, and then other times light. You will not see this many. Behind me, you see a handful of trees, whereas across the way, it's completely forested, and there's no berries. Very little berries. So, I'm just excited to be in the berry patch. I'm taking a video of it. And if this is too boring of a video for you, I'm sorry. I'm just sharing my thoughts here. I kind of want to get one of those berry harvesters. It's like a scoop thing. You can take them all at once. I could freeze them, put them in the fridge. There's still going to be plenty for any of the deer, any of the animals. I hope all you guys are having such a good day. I know people say that. I say that, and people probably click off, so I'm sorry. But I'm just very excited to be here in this berry patch. I do not have to move. I seriously might be here until the sun goes down. This is heaven to me. I've dreamed about blueberries. If you've seen my Instagram, I've actually wild planted blueberries. I've carried blueberry bushes up mountains. Gotten, 2-3 bushes, put them in my backpack with an auger bit and some wet soil. And I've climbed to the peaks of mountains just to establish a nice blueberry population there. So if you haven't seen that, check out my Instagram. I got a lot of cool guerrilla planting, guerrilla gardening going on, all edible. Haven't done really medicinal herbs, mostly just because we have a lot of cool medicinal herbs growing naturally, but we don't have a lot of fruit trees. So I planted about 500 American wild plums in the past 2 months. That's a good time. Fruit, it's like a huge part of my life. So finding this out in the wild is a treat. Such a surprise too. I was going on a run. Who would have thought? I was going on a run and here we end up in the blueberry patch. Heaven sent. I always talk about the areas where I go, look, you can see blueberries for miles and miles. It's always in the winter, early spring. By the summertime, I'm usually back in town. Now I live on the road, so I get to enjoy this. But another point I wanted to talk about was that none of this would be here if it wasn't for the logging. Not a clear cut, thinned out the forest. Next thing you know, the saplings come up. You cut down a maple tree, the suckers, saplings come from the base where the stump is. You look at it right now, it looks like someone hit it with a weed eater or trimmed it because it's nice and rounded. It's not that. It's because the deer are browsing it. Apparently they eat like 10 to 15 pounds of that stuff a day. So the deer get accustomed to the chainsaws. According to some hunter folks that I know, they say whenever they start cutting down trees, the deer would come by because they like licking the sap from the base. And they know the suckers are going to come. Now there's more light hitting the forest floor, which is where all this comes from. So I think logging's good for the land. Probably some controlled burns. Clear cut that washes away all the ground cover. And the topsoil, no good. Something like this, I don't know, maybe if any loggers out there, tell me how much harder it is to not clear cut, you know, working around the trees. I feel like there's plenty of space to move around the machinery, not worrying about bumping into stuff. It's nice. There's light, there's shade. What more can you ask for? Berries. After that, I reckon I just have some good friends out here that sit here with me. Besides that, life is good. Got the moon up there. Just sharing what I'm doing. I was going for a run. I was thinking about going to town. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't run. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be a poser. I'm going to go for a run. 30 seconds into the run, I found a couple of these bushes. Continued running. A mile later, here we are. Besides blueberries, I also found a pokeberry forest. Some mullein growing everywhere. Mullein, however you like to say it. Found some blackberries, a little bit of raspberries, tons of suckers for the deer, and of course bloobs. That stuff doesn't show, and also doesn't, if there might be a little bit of it. Basically, this isn't going to happen where there's shade. Little shade, sure. A lot of shade, This is a little shade. Let me know if you like this style of video, because I like recording it. I'm alone a lot, and feels like I'm talking to somebody maybe. I feel like if I was here with friends, my mind would be in a different vibration, and I probably wouldn't be like deep in thought, in a pondering mindset. So I guess there's kind of a positive to always being alone. Also, if you're a cute lady who likes the outdoors, hit me up. We can eat some berries. I'm looking for someone to eat some berries with. Preferably if you drink raw milk too. Raw milk, lots of steak, berries. We can eat some honey together. Go surfing. I'm in the mountains. There's no waves here. You know the deal. Also too, be good to meet some friends one day out this way. I meet folks all the time, but like, you got your brothers. Mine are all mostly out of state. That's all right. Keep picking these berries, picking my nose. Run down the road, ain't wearing no clothes. Okay, that's enough of that. But I really am not leaving until the sun goes down. Either until the sun goes down or I get full. And I was about to eat a pound of beef for dinner. And instead, I'm eating this. All right now. Y'all be good. My goodness, that's beautiful. My goodness.